let's see. So Spring, you had the question first. So yeah, um, how should we phrase it? How would you like to phrase it?
Oh, that's uh I guess basically what are the white light dots? Are they, what do they represent, or how can we use them, or what are they trying to show? The fact that now
Okay.
I can see them.
Okay, great. All right. Yes. Mm. Yes, we are here. The white lights. Yes, the white lights. As you expressed, this is um, a process. Seeing the blue lights, seeing the white lights. Now, there is no procession. You'd say like that. That if you see the white lights first, or if you see the blue lights first, but the blue lights and the white lights represent a similar idea. They are building blocks of the universe, and the white lights that you are seeing they are entrances. Yes, they are entrances into a multi-dimensional sort of world, you might say. And so once you're able to see these, so with the blue dots are the blue dots of manifestation, of creation. And these blue dots, one thing that we would like to share with you is that these blue dots you can share with other people. You can give them, if you find yourself in your life around people that they need some hope and they need some creation, you can gift them some of these dots and know that once you gift these dots, they will come back to you manifold. That is the beautiful thing about these dots, about these. They do not work on the rules that are in your third dimension. They do not abide by those rules. So when you give them, you get them back. You get more and more and more and more back. Now, the white, on the other hand, yes, the white are very interesting. And the white, we would say, similar with the blue, but in this situation, there are three of you that see the blue. So, which is quite a rare event. And so to have three of you in the same room is quite a rare event. We would like you to try to experiment with creating with this in this room. Now, with the white lights, yes, the white lights are, as you expressed, that was a very accurate way of expressing them. They are pinholes to be able to see into higher dimensional reality. And what the white dots do is enable you to use the blue dots in a more multi-dimensional sort of way. So if you're able to look into the white dots, if you're able to kind of see through them, then you're able to understand things and get a sort of wisdom, a pulling down of wisdom from another dimension. And then you can use that wisdom to create with the blue dots. So the white dots might be a connection, you might say, with source or with higher dimensions. And you can use that connection to create on a higher scale, you might say, in a more scale that is more aligned with what your true nature is. Hmm. All right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
So,
pinholes into other universes.
so with the blue dots, when we're creating, since there's three of us, now this has really opened up a whole, like,
Hmm.
how, you
Hmm.
know, like how to create with the blue dots, how to
Right.
use that with pinhole, like, how do we actually employ this? And I think Maya had asked that earlier, like, how do we
Hmm.
actually make this work now?
Right. Okay. So, and I think,
One thought, well, I just had a thought coming to me that because many things I don't know about, and I'm just forced into the spiritual world, and
hmm,
I don't know. I can't address it. I can't pinpoint what it is. Maybe it's one of the moments I have here now
hmm,
that I will know later.
hmm,
Do, does it give it a meaning that we are not supposed to know right now,
hmm,
but
hmm.
later on it would just that was what I was experiencing, kind of, yeah.
Okay, so
Sorry.
with the white dots, I'm sorry, with the blue dots, that
Hmm.
maybe you don't know now, but you will know in the future somehow, or
Yeah, yeah.
I see. Hmm. Okay.
Hmm.
Would shall I ask to?
I am totally open. And I had an interesting experience with peace pockets.
Oh, you did? Good. Oh.
Yeah, actually. And I don't mean to side. I just want to give you some data. So where I work is not exactly peace, love, and light, and so I encompassed the entire building, and it's a big building. I encompassed it in the grid, and I had a kind of a miraculous shift. Somebody who was in upper management, I spoke my truth in a meeting, which people don't normally do. And he actually came to me after the meeting and thanked me for asking the questions that other people don't. And he had been saying, you have to follow your joy, you have to follow your bliss. And when he reached out to me personally, I was like, that was the peace pocket.
Wow, that's great. That's really cool.
And I'm feeling like there's some conjunction between that and the blue dots. I guess I'm kind of feeling like I'm starting to employ these things. So if it's going to make somebody else's life better and elevate the energy, I want to know what I can do to do that. So if there's anything I can know, I'd be happy to.
Great. Okay. Yeah. Wow. That's great. It's great to hear about that. Actually, could you like email me that?
Yeah.
And would it be possible to use your name, or if you don't, that's fine. You can just do anonymous, but like, just kind of like pockets of peace,
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Thank you. And so Maria and we had a session about the blue dots, and so I think what we were talking about, so you said, that you use your imagination and you experiment with it. And that I think was that starting with baby steps when you're creating a cup of coffee. And then last live session, I think it was last week, Maria said you were trying to create a feather. And then Kathy just kind of pulled a feather out and said, is this the one you're looking for? So, so may just start with little things that you can handle, I guess, is the first step.
Can I add to that?
Sure.
The white feather, because the day we had the channeling, after that, I went to the lake and I looked for a nice spot, and then I lay down on my towel and I turned my head, and there in the bush next to me, there was hanging the exact white feather that I was imagining. So it was hanging in the bush. A white feather, yeah. So I took a photo of that and made it my WhatsApp profile photo. Yeah, I was so excited. So yeah, just wanted to share that as well.
So now you have two feathers.
Yeah. There were more lying around after when I looked closer, they were not so nice, but there were more. Yeah.
But the one that you saw was the one that you imagined, exactly as you had imagined it.
Yeah, well, almost exactly.
Exactly. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So then, let me try to get some more details into how to use the blue and white dots. Okay. Yes, we're here. And we are actually always here, to tell the truth. We are around this being continually, and we are around all of you as well. We are that one that you know as Saraswati, and we bring you a message of compassion and of peace, which are the only true messages that you can receive truly on this realm, or in this realm, or in any realm for that matter. Now, about these dots, the blue dots and the white dots, has been stated before, these are quite rare. This is not a common thing by any means. And as was stated before, that in a different society, in a different realm, you would have been trained from a very, very young age on how to use these in order to help your society, in order to help your brothers and sisters in your world, in your universes. But you are here, and well, we are here as well. But you are here in this world, and you are in this situation where you have been trained not to look at them and not to think about them, Now, the method is simple, if you might say, and it is complicated, if you might say. So the method is just to use your imagination. And very, very important part of this when you're using your imagination and creating with them is that the sense of just having some faith in it and playing with it as if you're a little child. If you were a little child, you would not question this. You would just see the blue dots and say, ah, blue dots. I will play with these blue dots. I will use them to make things. Ah, yes, here they are. And you would never question. You'd never say, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, and maybe this is all in my head. You would just play. And that is the main most important thing when you're using these. And this is how you would have been trained in another world, where the world was a little bit more advanced than your world, and you weren't so stifled, you might say. So, and that's how you'll be trained. You'll be trained to play, because that is how you learn. You play and you play, and you play with little things at first. As this being is said, you play with little things like a cup of coffee or a feather or something really, really simple, something that you can imagine. You play with it. And then when you see it, you build that confidence, and then you can go move on to the next step and build something bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And you build on that. Now that is how you use them. And now, when you see them in your peripheral vision, or if you see them in front of you, depending on where you see them, that is where the strength they are. It's similar to your cell phones and to the bars, how many bars you have. If you see them closer to the center, that is very, very, very strong power at that moment. You're very connected with them. If you see them on the side, it is a little bit, the connection's a little bit less, but it does not mean more or less. This is just as you practice with them more, they will move further and further closer to here, and you will develop a very good connection with them. And so once you see them, though, you can just imagine them turning into something that you would like to see. So imagining them taking form and turning into something that you might want to see. And that is how it works. Just use them to take form. And now the white dots, they are there, as was stated before, they're there to give you more clarity. Now, so what you are creating in this world, you're creating at times within the box that you live in, within the box that you were taught to live in. And the white dots help you to step outside of that box and create outside of this box that you have been trained to think and live and imagine in. And so the white dots are helping you to create bigger and greater things. And so the way to use the white dots is when you see them, to look into them, to get close to them, and to peer inside of them and have fun. Just peer inside and see what you see. And you will see something. You will see something within your heart. You will see something within your eyes, within your ears. It may come in many, many different forms, but you will experience it. And then you can use this to create something. Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know if I hope that.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Good. So let's see. Hold on a second. Okay. Oh, and in the YouTube, let's see. Anne-Marie Morales is here, and Lisa's there too as well. All right, hello guys. And also my sister-in-law's here, but she's hey Selena. And so let's see. I think before we move on, I'd like to create a pocket of peace, if that would be okay with you guys. And then we can move on to more questions. So take as many, yeah. So, and again, with the pockets of peace, you can use the pockets of peace for whatever you'd like. As Spring said, she used it for her the building that she works in, and she had some good results with her boss and with, yeah. So Again, you can use the pockets of peace wherever you want, and also know that the pockets of peace, they go where the light goes, where the darkness is, where the shadows are. So you can use this forever, whatever you'd like. And I'm using this pocket of peace for my my nephew and my for my nephew and my second cousin. But please feel free to use this for whatever you'd like. Okay. There you go. Greetings, we are here. We are Sanat, and we are here to facilitate this pocket of peace. This is great. This is wonderful. This is what we would like you to see more of you doing, because you all have this power. Even one of you, you can create so much power with this. This is so powerful. You are all so very, very powerful. And once you start to use this, you'll be able to see how much more power you have. You can create so many beautiful things, so many wonderful things, so many pockets of peace, as this being likes to say. So let's create a pocket of peace. I am Sanat Kumara, and I will be your guide through this pocket of peace. I'd like you all to close your eyes if you'd like, or open them if you'd like, or do whatever you'd like with your eyes. That's fine. You can blink, you can flutter, you can wink. Yeah, I like to wink as well. Winking is fun. So let's all wink. Let's all wink this pocket of peace through the world. Yeah, here we go. All right. So feel free to do what you'd like with your eyes and relax your body. And I'd like you to think about the peace, this pocket of peace. This pocket of peace is energy. This is energy. This is electromagnetic energy, as you'd like to say. And it is moving through all of you. And I'd like you to feel it first around yourself, just moving around you, moving around you, moving around, around and around. Feel that energy. It's spinning around you. Oh, feel it, feel it, feel it. And you got that energy inside of you. And now it's outside of you. You're creating this pocket of peace around yourself. Feel that peace, feel that peace. As this being likes to say, that peace is, it's just like someone giving you a hug or tapping you on your shoulder and just saying everything's going to be okay, because everything's going to be okay. It's always going to be okay. There you go. All right. Feel that energy around you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's it. Now, yes. Now, I'd like you to increase that energy just by 10, by the energy of 10, yes. All right, that's good. Now, yes. Now I'd like you to extend that energy out to where you think you need it, whoever needs it, whatever place needs it, whatever person needs it, whatever animal needs it. Just send that energy out. Just let it go. Doesn't matter how big it is. If you want to send this around the whole world, just send it around the whole world, the whole country, whatever you want to do. You're free because you know where this energy needs to go. So let it go where you need it, where you know it leads to. Oh, yes, that energy. Yes. Oh, send it out. Yep, send it out. It's big. It's getting bigger. Now, all right, now multiply it by 1,000. Keep it going. Push it out into that place. Imagine everyone in that place or that person. Imagine them just looking up and saying, yeah, I feel that. I feel the hope. I feel there's a chance. Everything's going to go. Everything's working. Everything's happening. Oh, just see all those people that are lost. See them all. See all those lost souls just looking up and realizing, hey, I'm not lost. I'm found. Ooh. Multiply it by a million. Just extend it out. The more you extend it out, the more it comes back at you. Oh, feel that energy. Oh, yes, I feel that. It's here. Yeah, it's here. Oh, just let it go. A billion. There it goes. A billion. Multiply that energy by a billion and feel it just moving throughout this whole universe. Now you know that this energy, you think it's moving just in this earth and just in the places you're thinking about. And it is, but you are amazing creators of light. And this is shooting out throughout the universe at the moment. As we speak, this is shooting out. There are people, there are beings that are outside of this universe and even inside this universe, outside of your earth. And they're just wondering what the hell is going on down there? Where is this light coming from? And that's what they're saying, because they can feel it. And that's what you're doing. And that's what that power that you have. And you don't even need me to do it. I'm just here as a facilitator. I'm here as your late night Saturday DJ. But you don't need me. You have everything you need. Yeah, just let that energy flow and know that it keeps going there. Whenever you think back about this energy, you can reinforce it, make it stronger. Oh yeah, now you can open your eyes, or you can stop winking at me, or you can stop fluttering your eyes, and you can just go back to where you were. Ooh. All right. All right. Okay, so there you go.
I liked closing my eyes, but I also love watching you channel, Jason. So I would peek every so often.
Were you winking?
No, only once at the end. I was just amazed. I just love watching. Especially when Sanat comes through. Especially when Sanat comes through.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's powerful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny. He makes me laugh. It's so like the whole time I was cracking up. And I could feel the energy. He was like, oh yeah. I could feel the energy. Like
I also thought that he was so excited. So
yeah.
it was like, oh,
yeah.
feel the excitement as well.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Man.
And I was out in the universe before you were telling us go. Was Sanat was saying go out to the other universes and so on. So it was really, really powerful.
Oh, you were out in other universes.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, out of this universe.
Great.
Before he was telling us to go as well. So, but anyway.
Wow. That's great.
And also Saraswati's energy, just the challenge before. She's also really, really powerful.
Yeah. Very different energy, right? But very gentle, kind of compassionate. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sanat's like the idea that I've heard is that he is the logos. That's right, the facilitator of this earth. His imagination. We're living kind of in his imagination. He's facilitating it. And I always think it's so funny that like the grand logos of the earth is like a radio DJ, with a sense of humor. It's just
yes.
I guess it makes sense, right? That kind of sums up the earth, right?
I have a question
Sure.
about our physical body. If is it now? How can we? At the moment, or for the past half year, I really noticed I have had so many muscle issues. But I also found out that what we have in our physical body is old stuff. And some of the old stuff also needs to be clearing out for the new vehicle, the new body, the crystalline body. We are gonna, and also the light body. But my physical body is really aching, and I need to do stretching so many times. Sometimes during the night I wake up and I need to do stretch for half an hour before I can go back to sleep again. But I think it maybe it has to carry on for some time. But it's like any advice, any thought about how we can go on with our physical body in this time now?
Okay. So how can you continue on with your physical body?
And how to work with the energies and the body and the light which is coming in, energies. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Thank you. All right. Greetings. We are Mary Magdalene, that one that you know as of Mary Magdalene. We are a conglomeration, a combination of many, many different energies that are Mary Magdalene, as you know her, or as you know us, or as you know us. So we are here today, and we're very, very happy that you are gathered together, for this this energy and this light. This is a beautiful time for you, and a beautiful time for us and for your planet. And it is also a very tumultuous time. There are many things that are, as you know, that are in shift, in change. Everything is changing and shifting, and can be very, very confusing. And this can manifest also in your body as well, as your bodies are also changing and shifting, and you are becoming more and more able to handle a lot more energy, a lot more light than even, for example, 10 years ago. The amount of light has increased by a very large amount. If you yourself from 10 years ago were to come to this time, you would not be able to stand it. It would be too much for your body. And that is how far all of you have come. The energy that is bombarding your planet. Now, bombarding might not be the correct word, but the energy that is coming to your planet is very, very strong. And you are also very, very strong. And you are growing to be able to understand this energy and accept this energy. And in order to grow and to understand and accept this energy, you need to, yes, get rid of the energy that you don't need anymore, the lower energies. So these, you might say that it is as if you're moving house, you're moving to a new place. And before you move, you have to tie up all the loose ends. You have to pay the bills. You have to turn off the water. You have to turn off the electricity. You have to sell the old house. And before you move into the new house. And that is what is happening now. So you are moving. You're in the state of flux, in the state of moving. And that is why sometimes things can be just so confusing. Because nothing just makes sense, and you don't feel comfortable. You don't know where you are. And that's fine, because you're moving. It's okay. And so moving can be a bit of a tumultuous experience. And what we would say to you, just as when you're moving and just as when you're doing anything in this life that can be a bit tumultuous, is to take a breath. Take a breath and take it second by second by second by second. And so the feelings that you are experiencing in your body are this adjustment of energy. And as you adjust your body, as you stretch, as you pull, you are allowing more energy in, and you are stretching out things that don't need to be there anymore. As you know, your emotions and all of your concerns will get caught up in your body, and they will be parts of, for example, disease or pains or all of these different things. But know that all of these things do not come from your body. They come from here. You created them. You created them so that you can understand what's going on. And so for you, what's going on, yes, is there are a lot of things that you need to slowly just let go of, and know that this is a gradual process. Just as you're moving, you follow the speed limit, and sometimes you go slow because it's a big moving truck and you don't want things to move around too much. So take it at a slow speed and know that you'll get there, and know that you're on the way, and that everything is going in the right direction. You have the directions to get to your new home. They're all there. And just take it step by step. Take it loving step by loving step by loving step by loving step. And breathe into each of these steps. Breathe into the steps. Breathe into those feelings, and just let go. because it's beautiful. Where you are is a wonderful, wonderful place. This is a beautiful time for you and for all of you to let go of all of these things that you don't need anymore, that you still think you need. And we understand this. We have gone through a similar experience. We have had an earth experience. And so we know about letting go, and we know how hard it is to let go, how very, very hard it is to let go. But once you are where we are, you are able to understand more that by letting go, you're able to open up to more and more energies, and that the things that you let go of will all come back to you manyfold. Okay. So,
Thank you.
I hope
Thank
that was helpful.
Yes, it was really loving message. I put down, take a loving step today, all day, and I put a heart around it. Yeah, because you have to remember, be careful, be loving to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sorry I didn't want to kill the pocket of peace.
No, you didn't. No.
No.
You didn't.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
But
It's a good question.
then really nice, good information you brought through.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I needed that too, so thank you.
Oh, great.
I'm having joint pain, things like that.
Oh, okay.
And also, I really, with the message here, I really see myself. That's why you have to distance myself to the other people, or people who are more in the 3D perspective. And it made me go more with the straighten back and say, I do what I do, and I let them do theirs. I know I'm on the right path here.
Yeah. And that's good. I think that's a good thing too. Yeah, just letting everyone, because everyone's in their own place, in their own kind of thing, and they've got their, and just let them go. Yeah, okay, you're over there, I'm over here. It's good. It's all good. Yeah. It's good. Let's see in the YouTube. Let's see. So Anne Marie says, "Good morning, Anne Marie." Good morning, Lisa. Oh, Lisa, you joined. All right. Woo-hoo. Yeah. Hey, Kathy. So hey, Kathy. Her YouTube name is Hey Kathy. So hey, Kathy. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Kathy. I guess that would be That's right. So, and Elizabeth, do you have? So now I remember last week, Elizabeth, you were talking about creating a YouTube channel and talking about reincarnation. Is that correct?
Yes. So I'm still working on that. But at the moment, I've got a question about A Course in Miracles.
Okay.
Well, one of the Course in Miracles teachers said, people can't get enlightened because there are no people. And another one said something a bit similar. Now, what was the other? Sorry. Oh, yes. It's hard to tell people that they don't exist, and neither do their children. Now, these are I'm really onto A Course in Miracles, but sometimes the teachers I don't agree with, to be honest.
Okay.
So is it true that what they say or what I'm thinking?
Okay. And then can you repeat the first one?
People can't get enlightened because there are no people.
I like that. It kind of sounds like a like something that would be in the Course in Miracles, although I've never read it in the Course in Miracles, but sounds like something like, wait, hold a second, wait. People
I
can't
don't think it is. I don't think
no,
it
it
is in the
isn't.
course.
I haven't,
No,
not that I've seen.
no, it isn't. It's just
Hmm.
their thoughts, really. Well, what
Okay.
they believe.
Okay, and then I think let's see. I have all these Course in Miracle things on my wall, and one of them,
Um,
I think it was
no, it says that our bodies are not real,
bodies
but
not real. Okay,
but that doesn't seem the same to me.
okay. Our bodies are not real. Okay, so let me check. Yeah, I mean, so from the Course in Miracles, right, they talk a lot about how our bodies are projections of our egos, right? That this
Yeah.
is like a,
Yes.
our ego body.
Yeah.
That we've come to kind of experience all of the ego stuff.
Uh,
But yeah, let me ask, okay. So
yeah, thank you.
you can't reach enlightenment. People can reach enlightenment because there are no people.
Yes.
And what was the second one?
It's really hard to tell people that they don't exist, and neither do their children.
Okay. All right. So I'll just channel then.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Greetings. We are that one that you know us of Mary Magdalene, and we are here. Yes, this is a wonderful question. Now, there are problems with words. There are always problems with words because they are symbols and they mean many, many different things to many, many different people. And as you'll find in normal life, as talking with people, you may get into an argument with someone, but you find out that you're talking about the same thing and you both agree. Because of the choice of words, the words seem to obfuscate and make things very, very confusing. Now, the concept that that you do not exist or that you do exist, there is a problem with the word exist. And so the concept of your body, for example, this is something, now you do exist. You exist as a source being, a being that is connected directly with source. A being that has come down here to experience many, many different things. And from one perspective, you might say that this doesn't exist. And from another perspective, you might say it does exist. Now, for example, as you go up higher into the dimensions and you look down on this dimension, everything here seems quite hard to see, you might say. It's a bit bleary, dreary. It's like an old TV or something where the television is flickering. It's kind of hard to see what's going on in there. Just hard to, so it's not not really clear. And so you might say that's not real. But at the same time, for us, you living down here, and for us who have lived down here, it is very, very real. Because we can see things, we can touch things, we're having these experiences, we feel this sadness, we feel this anger, we feel this loneliness, we feel this happiness, and those are very, very real to us. So this is the sense. It is semantics. It's the use of words. And a lot of the knowledge that is in the Course of Miracles is beyond words. It is not about the words themselves. The words are there to trigger the learning and to trigger your heart to open onto different things. And once your heart is open and willing to learn, then you take that one step, and then Source can take that step towards you, and you can bring in that direct knowledge, that direct information. So we would say to you to not worry too much about the words, about the semantics of the words, but to look beyond the words, beside and beyond the words. There are many, many teachers of the Course in Miracles, and they have many, many different perspectives, many, many different ways of looking at different things. And understand that sometimes some perspectives might not work for you, and some perspectives might work for you. But understand in the end that it is all words. The Course in Miracles is built all on words, and these words are there to help you. And if some words don't help you, then look for the words that do. And this is what we would say to you, because many people are aligned in many, many different ways. And so, yes, so in one sense, what she said is true. In another sense, it is not true. It is another yes and no. And so this is what we would leave it with for you.
Thank you.
So I guess perspective. I got a question from Selena. Let's see, hold on. So, Selena, before I ask this question, like, is it okay if I read what you wrote, or should I just channel it? How would you like that? Okay,
Like
just
the
read.
question. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll just read
please.
it. Okay. Okay, so it's so this is about my nephew. And this is his aunt. And so she said, I recently figured out I'm a transmuter. It's a natural ability I've always had, but I'm learning to turn it up. It works on nearly everyone except his father. He is literally wearing a get hurt like a cloak. So is actively resisting me. Sometimes I can break through because we've always been close, but then I could practically feel him snap shut. How can I help him more? He's seriously exhausting me. LOL. All right. So this is talking about my nephew's father. Okay, so here we go. And the question is, how can we break through? Okay, to him. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, we're here, Sanat. Yes, this is a good question. How can you break through, right? Breaking through is a very, very difficult thing to do because it takes two to tango. And that's the whole idea. You need two people to dance. And if one person is not willing to dance, is not willing to get into the dance, it's very, very hard to draw them to dance. Like this being you see before you, he was never into the dance. He was always up against the wall, very, very up into the wall, like deep into the wall. You couldn't even see him. He was camouflaged at all of the dances, but this is what happens. But it is possible to break through to someone if you change the venue. So if you're asking someone to dance and they don't want to dance, it's going to be very, very hard to ask them to dance. But if you ask them for a cup of coffee, if you ask them out for tea, maybe they don't like coffee, maybe they like tea, or you can ask them out for drinks, or you can ask them out, you can take them to the beach, anywhere you'd like to go. So this is the idea, that how you approach people. Sometimes people are not so approachable from one perspective, but if you take another route, so you don't have to tango if they don't want to tango, but you can choose a different dance. Maybe they like the saraband, or maybe they like something a little bit more exotic, and you can use these different dances and understand that the messages will come through the different dances. And it doesn't have to be a direct, it can be very, very indirect. It doesn't have to be right on as I'm talking to you right now. It doesn't have to be like this. It can be just a little hints. You can just drop hints. You can drop little hints. That's what this being does. In most of his life, as he is still hidden, he's still hiding himself from the rest of the world. And he only just drops little hints here and there that people might mistake for something else. He just slips them in and just sees what they do. And that is one thing that you can do if someone doesn't want to tango. You can just slip in little things. You can take them to the beach. You can take them out for coffee. Hey, look at this tea. Take this tea. Have a drink of tea, and as you're drinking the tea, you can slip in all of this stuff. And then as you do this, you can break through these barriers. And then once they start drinking tea with you, you never know. They might want to tango. You never know. This being here, he's never tangoed. All right. So I guess,
Thank
yeah.
you, Jason.
Yeah.
So I do all of that. Just so you know, the dropping in little things. I'm really good with that, the subtlety, and mostly I just kind of, because I absorb. I'm more or less absorbent. I can do that very quietly. But it's like whatever is blocking him can feel me after a little while, and it just shuts it off. But the changing of the venue, I think, might be a big thing because he won't leave the house.
Ah, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so it's always in the house. So. I'll get together with your sister and see what we can do there.
Yeah.
But thank
Yeah.
you.
Wait, so you said that like it just that you kind of get through, but then there's a block.
Right. And some days are more successful than others. Some days I can't get through it all.
Right.
Because it's just too bad. But yeah, it'll be, going well for a little bit, but then it's like, it's not conscious for him. And he has actually come a long way. We've gotten him to, kind of, I've given them breathing exercises. I think he might meditate a little bit. And then last week, nephew guided me to find a gratitude journal for him, just so he can find joy in the little things again. And I'm not sure if he's using it. I found something for, your sister, and she does, but I'm going to check with him going over today, and I'm going to see if he's using that, because he could definitely, I think that would help him a bit. Yeah.
Well, that's great. Okay. That's great. Well, so it sounds like you're kind of, like you said, like you're kind of breaking through a little bit, but yeah. And I guess
I just have to keep chipping away.
Yeah. Maybe, take him to the beach.
Yeah, well, he was just at the beach, but unfortunately I was not there. So maybe I'll just throw some sand on him and see what happens.
That always works. That's the same thing, right? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, okay. So, and then let's see. Hold on, Catherine. Oops, sorry, Catherine, I misspelled your name. There's no E at the end. You're Catherine. But Catherine, if you have a question, yeah, go ahead. That's fine. Oh, and we have a question from Hey Kathy. Hey Kathy. I have a question. Are we able to fully remember who we are, or at least to a high degree? Okay. All right. Here we go. Are we able to fully remember who we are? Okay, there you go. Yes, we are, Mary Magdalene, and this is a wonderful, wonderful question. To remember who you really are. Now, this is something you are always and always connected with who you really are. You are never unconnected with who you are. There is just your, might we say, amnesia that you feel is disconnecting you, but you are always connected and you always know who you are. And in order to bring that more into a conscious level, it is just a peeling away of different levels, different layers. And the way to do it is just to look deep into yourself. And so look into a sort of, close your eyes and look into the mirror. Not into the mirror that you see outside, but look into the mirror you see inside, as there are mirrors on the inside as well. So you close your eyes and look into the mirror and look deep into that mirror, and you will be able to see hints of who you really are. But then when you go deeper and deeper and deeper into that, you'll find out that who you really are is source. You're just light. You're just love. And by us saying just is a very, very much an understatement, but you are love. You are light. That is what you are. And the deeper you look into the mirror, the more you will see that. And you will look past the different faces and the different lifetimes and the different places that you were and that you are and that you will be. And then you will see beyond all of it, that you're light and that you are us and that we are you, and that we are all together, and that there is no separation between us. There is nothing separating us. Even in this situation here on this, using this technology, there's no separation. There's no separation. We don't even need this technology because we're already connected, and we're always one, and you are always one, and you are on your path and we are on our path. And it is a beautiful place to be. All of the paths are a beautiful place to be. Where you are is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place to be, because you are where you need to be at this moment. And everyone at this moment is where they need to be. And this is something that we'd like all of you to understand, that everything and everything and everyone is where it needs to be at this moment. And no matter how sometimes it can be very, very hard for all of you to understand and to see this, it is you are where you need to be at this moment. And that is a very, very beautiful thing and a very powerful thing. And once you understand and accept that, then you will realize how powerful you truly are and how connected you are. Hmm. Hmm. Yes. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, Elizabeth. Okay, Elizabeth's got to get going. All right, I'll see you later, Elizabeth. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining in. Have a good rest of your day. And in the future, it's nice. Future's good. I'm here a few hours ahead of you. It's good. It's good out here.
I have a comment on this last channeling.
Yes.
Because we like to create from our head and also what we want to accomplish. But this channeling was just telling me that you are not to accomplish anything. Just be and allow things. And that's what we have to learn. Yeah. And it's also like love needs to have experiences here on earth. That's what we are creating. Love needs experiences. So,
okay. Oh, the question. Okay. Does love need experiences? Okay.
No, that was just what comes to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, right? Love needs experiences. Like, because you think about, like, if you were like, you know, a universal creator and you created it, like, why would you create, why would you need to experience all this stuff? And yeah.
Okay.
It's a good question. Would you like me to ask that, or would you, or?
I don't know if, okay. If somebody wants to like to comment on it, yeah.
Okay. And the way to phrase it would be, so just, does love need to have experiences?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yes, we are that one that you know as Sanat Kumara, and we're here. And this is a wonderful time. As we've said, we say many, many times, we repeat ourselves over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, because we like to repeat ourselves because it's good. It's good. Are you guys still winking at me? I can see it. Yeah, it's good. I like. So what I'd like to say about this is that you are creations. Yes, you are creations, and I am facilitating this experience for you. As I was facilitating that pocket of peace, I am facilitating this experience that you're having now. And so what this means is that I am open enough to the energy of all of you. And so I have expanded myself to the point where you can experience things within this realm. I have created a realm of openness and protection. I have created a realm so that you are all protected, and that you can have all of these experiences within this realm. And the question, love having experiences, why does love have to have experiences? Because love is ever extending, because love just keeps wanting to give more love and expand and expand and extend and extend and extend, because the more love it gives and the more experiences it has of love, the more love comes back at it. And so it's an ecstatic experience of love. It's a feedback, it's a love feedback, and it just keeps giving and giving and giving and love. And you just feel that power expanding out more and more and more. And that's why love wants to expand and have more experiences, because the more experiences, the more love, and then the more love, and then the more love. So who doesn't want more love? Yep. So there you go.
Yeah, it's
Who doesn't want more love, right?
Thank you.
Yep. Sorry. I hope that helps.
So I have a question, if no one else has. I was wondering, is there a way to create more time in the day to get more stuff done? Like, because I never seem to have enough time to clean my house the way I would like it, to the standard I would actually like it to be. I need more time in the day.
Need more time in the day. Is there any way to get more time in the day?
If there's no time, then I guess we can make it. We can make it up. So yeah, I would love an answer for that.
Okay.
So I can really get more stuff done.
Yeah, I'd like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are Mary Magdalene again. And this idea of time, as you know, that time is just a perception. It is something that you perceive. And it seems very, very real to all of you. And for us to say that it's an illusion would be going maybe a bit too far, because it's not necessarily an illusion. It's just a shared perception. You all share a certain perception of time. You believe in time in a certain way, and so it has to exist in a certain way. And the time is there to help you to move through these seconds, so that you can have these experiences. And so in that sense, time is a very, very useful tool for all of you. It helps you to proceed through this life and through these wonderful times that you're having. And so the perception of time, as you know, time can be slowed down, it can be sped up. You can experience the same 5 minutes can seem like a lifetime, and the same 5 minutes can go just by in a flash. And you can learn how to create this, not necessarily time travel, but you can learn to bend time a bit. And it is that same, because you already have been doing it. So you use the same function that you already do in your life. So when you're going through what might be a difficult situation, or you're you're very, very bored, you don't have anything to do, or you have no time, all of these different times you can experience time in a very, very different way. But you can do that when nothing is happening outside of you, because as time is just a perception, you can just change your perception of time. And the way to do that is to go into that emotional state that you feel, for example, when time is flying by. Go into that emotional state, and you can create time that will fly by. It'll just fly by. Or go into that emotional state when time is just moving so slowly, and it's just when are these 5 minutes going to ever to end? Go into that feeling state, because the feeling state is the most powerful state. As you know, you are super creators, super emotional creators. You're creating through these emotions. Your emotions are your superpowers. Always remember that whenever you create, you use your emotions to create, because that will create so much bigger things. And it will be able to penetrate the box so much easier. So we would say just to go into that emotional state of that lengthy 5 minutes, just get into that feeling, and then you will be able to slow down the time. It is difficult to get used to at first, because you will be in the state, for example, when you need more time, of feeling time moving by very, very quickly. So it is a bit of a trick for your brain. But if you're able to do this, you will find that you will have more time. There you go.
Cool. So basically, when I'm feeling like stressed, I should change my emotion to feeling in that emotion that I would be if time is going slowly, like I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah. Feel that emotion. Go into that emotional state. Yeah.
To slow it down. Cool.
Yeah.
I'll try it out. Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
I have a question.
Sure.
I know that I've already taken a lot of time. Is it okay if I ask another question?
Sure, that's fine. I think what we'll do is we'll do 2 more questions. And then,
okay.
Yeah.
So being, there was an earlier question about, being an energy broadcaster, I think she said.
A transmuter.
Transmitter. That's what it was. Thank you. And so I find that, as I'm opening up emotionally, I have people in my life who are in a lot of drama. Mm-hmm. And I'm finding that I find myself empathetically picking up on that and almost creating the same when that's not part of my timeline. Like I have to stop myself and kind of like, no, that's not my reality kind of thing. And so I'm wondering if I can get, I feel like super porous energetically now. And so I was wondering if there's anything that, that I can do to maintain my boundaries as I open up.
Okay. And then, just a correction. I think what Selena said is she's a transmuter. So she's able to transmute. So when people, I think if I understand correctly, like when people are going through really, really difficult experiences, she's able to change that into light, change the dark into the light, I think. Okay. Selena, correct me if I'm wrong.
I would just quickly say what transmuted into love, transmuted with love, or send love to the drama. Yeah. But
I've found that I can change good to bad as well. So I try to keep my vibe really high. I had a boss tell me once that when I'm happy, everybody's happy. And when I'm not happy, nobody's happy. So I try to keep my vibe really high, and I can absorb it and then turn it back into something else. Yes, but it's very taxing on the body.
Oh, okay. So it's okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right. And then Maya, what you said, sending love. Yeah. Very, 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 very important. Yeah. Okay. So and then so Spring, you're picking you're able, so you're very, very empathetic.
Empathetic, yes.
Empathetic, sorry, I can't speak to so you're very empathetic, and so you're picking up on all these energies, and then they become your energies. Gotcha.
Yes. And I find myself, like, my friend is creating some drama, and I'm feeling like, oh my God, that's going to happen to me. And it's not going to happen to me. I'm just picking her stuff up, I think.
Yeah. Roger. So I had some channeling before that, like, that emotions are like waves, right? And that we are free to like, we're as you said, we are naturally transmitters as humans. We're radios. We're picking up on all the different things. So on the whole world, whatever's going on, like whenever things like these past 3 crazy years, when everything was going nuts, like I'm sure you're picking up like, oh my God, why? I just woke up today. Everything was fine, but I feel awful. Yeah, you're just picking up on everyone's crap, and so but that's, when you're tuned as a radio, you're able to pick up on those things, but the thing about those things is that you can let them go. They're just waves. So like a radio, you can tune to the station, but most radios don't even record it. It just goes in one ear, out the other. And so just like waves, you don't kind of try to stop a wave or like, I'm going to hold this wave for myself. You just let it go. And so I think, so that's one thing that I heard before. And then Selena says that daily shielding, what she does is she shields herself. And then Maya's idea of sending love to, I think that's, good. So, and then let me channel about that. And so the question is how to handle the energy. Is that?
Yeah, how to not make it my own.
Gotcha.
Because that's the problem, is that what she's creating, I'm starting to create, and that's not my vibe. That's not what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
It reminds me, sorry to digress a bit, but that movie, I can't, Dark City. I just rented it last night, and in Dark City there are these aliens that this is a spoiler alert, so if you're going to watch the movie, just cover your ears. These aliens use humans. Or these aliens are able to do something called tuning, and they can create with their minds. And they were creating all these worlds for humans to live in, and every day they would create a whole different situation. So one day this guy is working is the bus driver, and the next day he's selling magazines, and the next day he's like the rich owner of this famous company, and this kind of thing. It just reminded me about that, but it's a little bit different. Yeah.
Similar though.
Similar, yeah.
But I think, like what I've heard, that in our world, right, that we are very, very powerful creative beings, and we can create whatever we want. And so we are we're trained in the box that they talk about from our education to create what certain people would like to see in the world, and not what we'd really want to see. Because if we'd want to create what we'd want to see, it would be a much more beautiful world, right? The buildings will look different, and
Be in the now, Jane.
Yeah. Yeah, be in the now. Yeah. 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 So yeah, maybe so let me channel then about that, how to handle the energies. Greetings. Yeah, we are here. We are what you might say as a higher dimensional being, but we do not really consider ourselves higher dimension. We are just a being. We are a being that is looking at the earth at the moment. We are observing your earth at the moment, and we observe that you are very, very quite amazing beings, that you are able to do so much, and that you are so unaware of what you're able to do is also such an amazing thing for us to see, because you have powers, you have abilities that we do not have. You have things, you can do things even here in the densest, one of the densest places that you can be, and you're still able to create. This is a miracle to us. We do not even understand how you do it. And all we understand is that you have some tremendous power to create and to destroy as well. And we are forever in awe of your abilities. And we came in to take this question. We are, what you might say, one of the many beings that are observing your earth at the moment, observing one of the most amazing shows in the universe at the moment. And so we decided we would come down and try to explain this to you, because we have been observing you and trying to understand how this works. You are, as this being said, you are radios, and you are also transmitters. You are radios and transmitters, and you are also transmuters. So you have many, many different functions, just like your smartphones. As you might say, you are smart beings. You have many, many different functions that you can do. So you can broadcast these frequencies of destruction, and you can broadcast these frequencies of creation, and you can broadcast these frequencies of love, and you can broadcast these frequencies of the absence of love, which actually doesn't exist, but you can still do it. And this is something that is amazing for us as well. But your ability is very, very powerful, and you'll be surprised at how much you can truly do, because these powers are truly starting to come online for you. As you see you progressing, we can see into your future, into different progressions into your future, and you will start to learn to use these powers. And look out, universe, is what we might say. So using these energies that come through you. As this being said, yes, the waves that come through you, as they are just waves that are coming through you, and you can pick and choose. You can pick and choose what the energies are that will come through you and which ones you'll hold. But the most important thing that we would say to you is to know that you have power over these emotions. You are not controlled by your emotions. You control your emotions. This is very, very important for you to understand. As you are very, very powerful creatures, your emotions are your tools. Your emotions do not be controlled by your tools. It is similar to something that we see happening a bit on your planet, which is also very interesting, because we've had a little bit of experience with this in our world. This is the artificial reality that is coming in, the AI, the artificial intelligence, which say to, yes, understand that it is a tool, and do not let yourself be used by your tools. Your emotions are very, very powerful tools. And as we said, they can destroy and they can create just as easily. And so understand that in these situations, the one thing that we have observed is that with this being, for example, he is able to get into situations, and he'll get into a very, very heated situation, and he might get a little bit into the situation. He'll feel the anger and the pain and everything that's going on, but then he'll be able to extricate himself within a few minutes of feeling it. And he is not what you might call an expert at this by any means. but he is finding that the timing between feeling the feeling and letting go of it is much shorter than it ever was before. Things that he would hold on to for maybe weeks, he can let go of now in minutes. And so this is a good experience for you. So to consciously enter those experiences where you feel like you are going to be triggered into something. And this triggering is very, very good, because this is part of what you're doing, is finding the edges of the box, the edges of, as you call it, the matrix, the edges of the brainwashing that you have undergone, that all of you have undergone. That's what these trigger words are there to do. They're there to shut you down and to put you into different places. But if you instead use the trigger words as an education, oh, this word has triggered me. Why has it triggered me? Why would a word, how could a word make me feel a certain way? It's just a word. It's just a word. The things that this person is saying, they're just words. And once you take the words away from their meanings, it doesn't mean anything. This person is just saying words. I don't have to feel anything. And so we would like you to actively go into that situation, knowing that this is what is happening. So if you are ready, and this is something that we would like you all to think about, is having emotional composure. Having an emotional composure. When you go into a situation, first take a step back, take a breath, and have that composure. And then you can go into that situation and understand where that person is, and understand why they might be saying the things they do, because there are always more things behind what someone says. Sometimes there's fear, there's sometimes sadness, there's anger, but behind all of that, there's something even more. There's something that making that person saying that. So we would say to go into the situation, understanding where they're coming from, understanding that they are also made of love, and that they have found themselves a little bit off the path. And so we'd ask, just send a little bit of love to them, and then to try to understand where they're coming from. And also, if you do get triggered, extricate yourself from the situation. Take a few minutes, look at the words that made you, that tricked you into that energy field. Look at those words and analyze those words and say, that's interesting. Why did that word do that to me? What does that mean to me? And this is something that we would say that we have been observing on your planet. We have been observing this being, even though he doesn't know that we've been observing him. And we've been observing many of you on this planet, and we are so thankful for this ability to be a part of this experiment, this experiment that you are all participating in, and this wonderful game of enlightenment that you are all on, and that we are as well, and that you are helping us so much. And maybe you have heard this before, but you are saving worlds. You are saving our world. What we are learning from watching you is saving our world. That is how powerful what you're doing here is. So please don't give up any hope, because you are very, very beautiful, very, very strong creators who are saving not just our home world, but many, many, many home worlds up there. So thank you so much. All right.
Thank you. That's really helpful. Thank you.
Yes. So then
I just took a note.
Sure.
A note here. They were saying saving our world, not just our home world. And this, what did they mean here?
Okay, so his name, I can't really get it. It's like
no.
But okay, but yeah, so I won't say his name, but I can't really pronounce it.
Just taking note on the words that were being used.
So yeah, so he is coming. He's coming from another home world. There are many different universes, different. So I think he's from within this universe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, from within this universe, and he is a sort of scientist, and he's observing us to help his world, his home world, where he is from.
But he was telling us to look out for the words people are using. So now I just did the same with the channeling. Yeah.
Yes. So look out for the words that trigger emotions. like
Yeah.
certain words. Like I know that there are certain like people in the world right now that you could bring up right now. I could say this person's name and everyone would just, they would just go crazy. And it's just that is a powerful word, because it's just a word, just a person. Why? How can anyone be
Yeah.
so, you know?
And it brings up emotions. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
how can a word bring up emotions? Like only you can bring up your emotions. Yeah.
I have something, because under this channeling,
Hmm.
I got some sensation while you were channeling. So would that mean that I actually have experienced this energy before? Could it be? Could it be?
Ah, okay. So when I was channeling, you felt like you felt kind of
Some
kindred
energy,
spirit
yeah. Yeah.
with the being.
With the being.
Ah,
Could
okay.
that be that I actually have experienced this being, this energy before?
Ah, okay.
Just a question.
Yeah, let me ask.
Hmm.
Very, very good observation. Good observation. Yes. You have experienced our energy before, because you are us. You are what you might say one of our representatives here. You are so many of you have a few different homeworlds, and you are here as a representative of that homeworld, because you are giving what our homeworld has, and then you are learning from what is happening on this world to bring back. And everything that you learn here is downloaded into our mass consciousness on our world, and it is helping us to save the world. So yes, you are you are what you might say the boots on the ground here for our home world. And thank you so much for your service. Now that you understand this connection, we would like, if at all possible, if you're so willing, and this is very, very important, if you're so willing, that we would like to contact you directly more often, and you know how to contact us. You have been in contact with us before, and so we would like to establish direct contact with you if you are so willing. And this, you do not have to answer here in this public sphere. We would like you to, in your heart and in your mind and in your dreams. Yes. All right,
Wow.
Maya, you're the boots on the ground for this other.
Thank you, Jim.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's see. All right. Oh, and then let's go for the last question. Oh yeah, we've been going for a while now. I'm really high from my my sound bath. I just came back. That's why I was late. Just had a sound bath, and it was just like, like crazy energy, and there was some, there's some crazy stuff happening there. So I'm like, woo. So yeah, sorry about that.
So I have an idea for a question.
Yes.
I think Kathy will like this one. An open question. Is there anything they would like to share with us?
Ah, right. Okay, so let's end with the open question. Okay. You're good. Yeah, we are Sanat, and that is what we'd like. We'd like to end with the beginning, because we like to end with beginnings and beginnings with ends, and we like to play around with stuff like that, because that's fun to play around with that stuff. Are you guys still winking? I can sense some of you still winking at me. It's good. It's winking. It's good. Winking meditation. This is something new, right? You could create a whole world in this winking meditation. Come on down, wink and meditate. Yeah, it's great. So what we'd like to say to all of you is we're so thankful that you have gathered together for this winking meditation, for this night, for this Saturday night, for this time on your planet, for this time of getting together and creating these pockets of peace. And for you, these superpowers that are creating so much wonderful stuff. And you who are able to handle so much more energy and so much light, so much light. There's so much light here. I can feel it. And your light, as we've said, is just generating throughout the universe. It's throughout the universe. There are many people, as we've said, there are many beings that are just flying by and just stopping and saying, what is going on down there? What are those earthlings doing? What is that light? And how the hell did they create that? And yes, because a lot of those beings cannot create those light, as you know. And so you are creating this light on this planet, and you are making a revolution. This is a peace revolution, a revolution of light, a revolution of light. And you are the wonderful lighthouses in this revolution of light. You're not warriors. There's no reason to fight for the light. You are lighthouses. You are just generating the light, and the light does everything that it needs to do. And you don't even have to fight it. You just let it out, because the light will light up everything that's dark, everything that needs to be lit up. It'll just be lit up. And you'll be surprised that once you light something up, you light up a place, you light up a person. You won't even have to say anything to them. You'll find that the light in their eyes will change. The color will change. The color of their eyes might change color. And you'll notice something is different about this person. There's a light around this person, and that you will see that light, and that light is the power that you have to change. And so you are lighthouses. And some of you might be warriors of the light, but in the end, you're all just lighthouses, shedding out, shining out, and extending this light all throughout the universe, and not just into the places you think you're sending it out to, but into the universe. You are very, very powerful, 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 powerful creators. And I have to keep repeating that because you keep forgetting. And powerful, 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 powerful creators of light. And you can create whatever you'd like on this place. And you are. And it is so beautiful. And I'm so thankful to be able to work with all of you. All right. So, all right, guys. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.